Me, myself, and I, that's all I got till the end of time. I'll be your baby. Baby boy, stay on my mind. Love you like crazy.
Who is Todrick Hall, you ask? Todrick Hall is a Broadway and YouTube sensation. He started his career when he auditioned for American Idol. He is multi-talented and his talents consist of singing, dancing, directing, acting, choreographing, and composing music. His video showcases theatrical and whimsical stories. He enjoys dressing in drag. Hip-hop is a big influence, and costume-wise, we could call it somewhat Burton-esque. Remaking a classic. The story of Grease is between two high school lovers going through the push and pull of society. They come from different worlds and need to make a change if they want their love to survive.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's the one and only
dysfunctional DJ.
Stranded at the drive-in, branded a fool. What will they say?
hit me. It's the one and
What is unique about this concept? The concept of the music video is to have Todrick Hall work with the best in the business to remake a classic. The idea is to show Todrick Hall through time. A mashup of hit musics from the 70s, 80s, 90s, the millennium, and the present will be composed as the soundtrack, which will also serve as the dialogue to tell a summarized story of Grease, a movie that is over an hour long, told through different songs in under 5 minutes.
Doorbell, I feel the love, I feel the love. 1, 2, 3, 1.
One of our chosen directors is Sia. Sia's music videos are influenced by theatrical performing arts, similar to Todrick Hall's style, which includes singing, dancing with theatrical effects. She would work well with Todrick to direct the music video towards a hip-hop pop sense while holding its classic meaning. Sia, just like Todrick, has been flexible amongst genres, staying true to the purpose of the visual story.
those pipes suck up the chocolate and carry it away all over the factory.
Another one of our chosen directors, who will also be the producer, would be Tim Burton. Tim Burton, whose filmmaking style is known as Burton-esque, holds an eclectic and eccentric taste. He is known for his dark films such as Beetlejuice, Sleepy Hollow, and Alice in Wonderland. His films have musical content to it, where his and Todrick Hall's style becomes similar. With both Hall and Burton working together, they will create a musical never before seen, hence the term remaking a classic.
Carter. Hey, drop the bass, man, the bass getting low. Radio, cause it never lets me down. Pretty hurts. We shine a light on, we shine a light if you want to. You turn down to the green light. Be the best thing I never had me at. Hello.
Our chosen musical composer would be David Nessim Lawrence. David Lawrence is known as the music composer for High School Musical, but is also known to work in other films that are not so PG-13. Todrick's style also indicate a bit of adult content, but he is flexible. With both working together, they will compose a soundtrack that any generation can get down to. They will keep it classy and add a bit of mature content. Our top 5 expenditures would be the crew. We need to pay those that are putting work into creating the film. And don't forget to feed them. We need to also rent out locations for the shoot as well as equipment needed such as lighting, cameras, and more. We will need props such as classic cars, costume design, and supplies to indicate that we are shooting a film in the 70s. Timeline of production phases. The pre-production is the planning phase, from script writing, choreographing, composing the soundtrack, and getting the crew on the same page. This phase will take about a month. The production phase is when all the action takes place. After rehearsal, everyone gears up and starts shooting the video. This will take about 2 to 3 days. The post-production phase is the finalizing phase. The sound and graphic editors will piece the shoot together to make sure the story is being told well. Lips match up with the audio and the movements are on beat. This will take about 1 to 2 weeks. Our staffing requirement includes the cinematographers, which would be our camera and light guys. The director will have the vision of the final piece. He or she will coach the crew to grasp the artistic and dramatic aspect of the film. Our producer oversees the financial and administrative needs for our project. They will work with the department heads to stay on top of deadlines and to meet the creativity criteria. Our direction crew is in charge of manipulating the look and feel of the set. The sound production crew will make sure our audio is recorded clearly and add any sound effects needed. Our post-production crew will edit visuals and the sounds. Our final piece will be sent to VH Post for post-production. It's an editing company owned by Vinnie Hobbs. He is known to work with top musicians such as Future, Kendrick Lamar, and Nicki Minaj. The software used will be Adobe Premiere Pro. Adobe Premiere Pro is used for video editing and graphic design and has been used for feature films. We will not need software to edit sound because the main focus is getting the visuals to match up with the already composed soundtrack.